So for this, you're gonna need, I use a yoga block. You could use a foam roller. You could use a rolled up towel, anything to squeeze in between your knees. And then ideally something to put around the outside of your knees to push out against. So I have just a loop of TheraBand. You could use even just a yoga strap or a belt. And it's not the end of the world if you don't have something for that. You could do it without, but ideally something to push out against. And that's all we're going to need for this one. So have those close by. We're going to start on our back. We're just going to kind of get into our abs a little bit. So come on down onto your back. Settle yourself on your back with those knees bent, feet are flat on the floor. And let's just take a couple breaths here. Nice big inhale. Expanding your rib cage and your belly. Exhale, let everything sink down to the floor. Again, inhaling. And exhale. And then I like to just start waking things up with our knee push. So you're going to float one leg up and then the other. Bring those knees a little closer than 90 degrees. Toes pull back towards you. Hands come to the fronts of your thighs. You're just going to gently start to press your hands into your legs. Don't let your legs move. Hold here. So just don't overwhelm your body, right? Don't go pushing really hard. You just gently start to press. Feel your abdominals wake up. Breathing. If you're in an acute state in your back and it's flared up, you could do just a single leg. You can have one foot on the floor, or you can just push really gently. This is just a great exercise. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed. You're still pushing, belly pulling in. Just waking things up. We'll do a prolonged hold here. You can shake your head side to side if you feel like you're getting into your neck. Just breathing. Holding. One more breath. Good. Rest for just a sec. Maybe bring those knees in towards your chest. And then we're going to do the same thing, but with our hands crisscrossed. So bring those knees in towards your chest. Toes pull back towards you. Crisscross your hands. Doesn't matter which way, kind of whatever feels more comfortable. And then you just start to press. So we're sort of pushing on a diagonal. Again, don't let your legs move. You also want to make sure that your hips stay in neutral. So like they're on railroad tracks, right? So I'm not externally rotated. I've got my hip, knee, and ankle all in a line. And I'm just holding. And pushing. And breathing. This one is usually a little bit harder for people. This is a little more inner thigh, oblique. Just breathe here. Check in with your neck and shoulders. Good, holding. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Relax for a second. And then we're going to progress into our toe taps, which are kind of like those were more of our isometric stability stuff, and then we're going to progress into some more dynamic stability for our lumbar spine and our core. So feel where your low back is in space. Ideally, you're in neutral. You pull your belly in around your spine. Hands are down by your side. We're not going to let this low back change shape at all. Pull your belly in. Float one leg up and then the other. Focus on that low back. No motion here. You're going to start to tap one toe to the floor, then the other. Again, not letting your back change shape. Hopefully you can start to sense that as you drop that leg, your low back wants to arch a little bit. So you keep your belly engaged to stabilize. Breathing. Good, couple more. So we're going to work through the whole progression of kind of making them a little more challenging. At any point, if you feel like this is challenging enough, you just stay here. Couple more. Good, pause in tabletop. Flex your feet, toes pull back towards you. You're gonna tap one heel to the floor, then the other. Breathing. Again, not letting your back change shape. Stabilizing. If it feels like you want to be in more of a flat back position for this, you can. If you can work in neutral, that's great. Couple more. Good, again, pause in tabletop. Last one we're going to progress to is just straightening our leg out. You're going to reach your leg long and come back in. And then the other side. And the further you go down towards the floor, the harder this is. So you can go up towards the ceiling more, or you can drop way down. Make sure that you can stabilize in your low back. Let's just do a couple more. Good. One more each side. Last one. Beautiful. Bring those knees down or your feet back to the floor. So let's just do a little bit of upper ab, kind of waking up our upper abdominals, tying everything together. So you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. So these I like to actually press into a flat back position in my low back. So take an inhale, exhale, belly pulls in, flattening out your low back, drawing that belly button down towards the floor. Take another inhale, exhale, curling up into your upper abdominal curl. Head is supported in your hands. Don't crank on your neck, right? You're lifting at your sternum. Hold up here. We're going to add some little pulses. We're lifting up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering down. Big inhale at the bottom, exhale, lifting. Shoulders relaxed. Here we go, pulsing up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering. We've got one more of those. Inhaling, exhale up. Belly's dropping. Make sure you're not pooching up in the center. Lifting for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And just so you know, if you ever want the extra challenge, you can certainly do those toe taps up in your upper ab curl. It just adds a little bit to that puzzle. So we're going to transition into our bridge by doing one I really like. It's kind of a combination of our ab thing and a single leg bridge. So we're going to bring your left knee in towards your chest, toe pulls back, right hand comes to the front of that left thigh. So this is essentially your single leg knee push that I was telling you about, but we're going to add a little bit of a bridge. So I want you to start to press your right hand into your left knee. Don't let it move. So this is engaging this isometric. Keep this engaged. Start to push down into the floor with that right foot. If this is all you do, that's great. You're just engaging these muscles. If you feel like you can, you push all the way up into a single leg bridge. So I'm pressing into the floor with that right foot. I'm still engaging in this isometric with my left leg and my right arm. Belly's pulling in. Everything's working. Left toe pulling back, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Lovely. Switch sides. Right leg comes up, toe pulls back, left hand comes across. So here we go. Push into that isometric. Hold here. Get this belly fired up. Start to push that left foot into the floor. If this is where you stay, great. If you feel like you can, you push up into that single leg bridge. Belly, belly, belly. Holding. Breathing. Shake your head around if you're in your neck. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down. Whew. Okay, we're going to work into our bridges. So we're going to do a 3-way bridge. Nothing in between our knees, and then the block, and then the strap. So for starters, you're just in your bridge position, which is Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Make sure that your hips, knees, and ankles are all in a line. Arms down by your side. Good. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Pulling pubic bone towards your rib cage. So we're going to sequence up. So we'll flatten out our low back and we press up into a bridge. So when you get to the top of your bridge in an ideal world, your armpit, hips, and knees are all in a line. As you're up here, I want you to just sort of mentally check in with your body. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. That belly's pulling in. You've got pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. So you're tucking. You should feel your glutes engage more when you do that. Feet are nice and grounded. Holding here. Good. Inhale, exhale. Drop your sternum. Think about lengthening your tailbone away as you come all the way down. Good. Big inhale, exhale. Same thing. Pressing back up. We're just going to do 4 of each with some good holding. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Belly's pulled in. Pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. Feet grounded. Inhaling, exhale, coming down. Modify this if you need to, right? Take another inhale, exhale, press back up. If you can only push up a couple inches, then only push up a couple inches. It's just good to get these muscles firing and engaged, but I don't ever want you to do anything. You shouldn't hurt while you're doing this, right? Fatigue is one thing, yes, but pain, like where it's like, you're making you wince, no. Good, inhale, exhale, come down. Last one here, inhaling, exhale, press back up. Back of your neck relaxed, shoulders relaxed, belly pulling in, pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. You should feel those glutes working. Feet grounded. Inhale, exhale, come down. Beautiful. Grab your block or your roller or a rolled up towel, something in between your knees that is roughly hip distance. So whatever you're squeezing, make sure that your legs stay in line with your hips. So here we go. We're just adding the squeeze. Take an inhale, exhale, squeeze inner thighs, press up into that bridge. So now we're adding a little bit more co-contracting of these glutes and inner thighs, right? We're going to hold up here. Pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. We're going to pulse our knees together. You're going to squeeze the block for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. 3 more of those. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeezing inner thighs, pressing up. Back of your neck nice and long, shoulders relaxed, pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. Here we go. Pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Coming back down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, pressing up. Neck and shoulders relaxed, belly's pulled in, pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. Here we go, pulsing the knees for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Down you go. 1 more. Big inhale, exhale, pressing up. Back of your neck nice and long. Here we go. Pulsing those knees together just for 6. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down. Take that block out. Let's grab that, whatever you're putting around the outside. So I have a loop of TheraBand. You could put a yoga strap. You could use a belt. And it's just going to be right above my knees. So now we're essentially wanting these outer thighs, outer hip muscles to work along with our glutes, right? So because I have a band that's a little bit stretchy, I'm going to get a little bit more dynamic work If you have a strap, like a yoga strap, it's going to be a little bit more of an isometric. Doesn't really matter. Both are great. Maybe you switch it up sometimes. So here we go, pressing up into your bridge. All the same things, neck and shoulders relaxed, belly's engaged, pubic bone pulling towards your rib cage. But here we go, this time we're pulsing out. So you're pushing out with those knees. Littles for 8, 7, keep your hips lifted, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lovely. Come back down. 3 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Press back up. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Here we go. Pushing out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. 2 more for 6. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Press back up. Belly's pulled in, pressing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down. Beautiful. Last one. Inhaling, exhale, pressing up. Nice and lifted. This is it for 6. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down. Whew. Take that band off. Set it aside. Go ahead, grab on behind that right leg. Take your leg up towards the ceiling. You can have this left knee bent or you can straighten it out long. Pointing and flexing that right ankle. Go ahead, cross that right ankle over your left knee. Bring that left knee in towards your chest, so right into your figure 4 stretch. Just breathing. You can shift those legs side to side a little bit to kind of feel into that stretch more. Your hands are already in place for your left hamstring stretch, so just take that right leg and place it back on the floor. Take that left leg up. Circling, pointing, flexing that ankle. Maybe you take your head side to side. Good. Last thing, come into that figure 4 stretch. So left ankle over your right knee. Bring that right knee in towards your chest. And if you're super tight here, it might just be enough for you to cross this leg over and keep your right foot planted on the ground. Again, just do what feels right for you. Nicely done. So you're going to have knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. So we're going to be in our all fours position. And I like to just go through a little bit of a cat-cow for a second here. So taking your spine in either direction, you're going to press up towards the ceiling, rounding everything. Let your head drop, right? Crown of your head drops down towards the floor, reversing it. Opening up through your chest. Good. Inhaling. Exhale. Rounding up again. So again, we're starting to kind of wake up these shoulder muscles. Just getting a little bit of motion in our spine. Good. Go ahead. Settle in neutral. And then lifting. So you stay lifted, pressing up away from the floor. So think about pushing into your hands. Your sternum is lifting. You're looking down towards the floor. Chin gently tucked. I want you to imagine those walls on the outside of either hip. Don't let your hips shift side to side. You're going to take that left leg straight out, up off the floor. Opposite arm goes out. So just holding here. See how still you can be in this statue position. pressing away from the floor. Think of pushing down into that left hand, that sternum lifted, left glute squeezing. You've got support through that low back on the left side, so don't let that sink down. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering down, back into neutral. If this ever bothers your wrists, you can roll up your mat in the front and kind of put your hand on the end of it so you're not in as much extension. Can be a nice bit of padding for your hands. Okay, pressing up away from the floor in that neutral position. Don't let those hips go side to side. You're going to take that right leg straight out. Opposite arm goes out. Belly's pulled in. You've got your deep neck flexors engaged a little bit, right? So that means you're looking down towards the floor, your chin gently tucked. You're not letting that chin jut out. Pressing into that right hand, keep that sternum lifted. Right glute engaged. Holding here. Breathing. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Come back down. Just sit back in child's pose for a sec. Stretching out or just getting off your wrists and shoulders. You can roll your wrists around. We're going to do one more set of our alternating arm legs with a little bit of motion this time. We're going to hinge in with just this leg. I don't want you to round your back. So we're trying to just simply hinge at the hip and not move our back. So come back into that all fours position, pressed up in between your shoulder blades, belly's engaged. You're going to take that left leg out, right arm goes out. Find your stable place here. Focus on your low back for a second. It's not going to change shape. Here we go. You take that left leg in and out. Slow and control. 2 and out. 3 and out. 4, belly. 5 and out. Nice and stable. 6. 2 more. Stay lifted in between your shoulder blades. And out. Last one. And out. Lovely. Come down. Again, lifted in between the shoulder blades. Opposite side. Here we go. Take that right leg straight out. Opposite arm goes out. Nice and stable. Belly's pulled in. Here we go. Hinge in with that right hip. And out. 2 and out. No motion at that low back. 3 and out. Stay lifted in between your shoulder blades. 4 and out. 5 out. 3 more. 6 7 and out. Last one. 8 and out. Beautiful. Come down. Let's sit back for a sec. Maybe roll those wrists around. We're going to work our way over onto our side. We're going to do side leg, some extension, side leg. So come onto your side, lined up with the back of your mat, and then your knees or your feet come forward about 30 degrees, so about at the front corner. You're going to push that bottom foot into the floor. It's like your little kickstand. You can have this hand on the floor in front to help you stabilize. This hip is staying really stable. We're not wobbling around. You're not letting it fall back in space. The top leg lifts, your ankles even with your hip. We're going to kick front to back. Kick, kick, and back. Little pulses. Kick, kick, and back. Using your belly. And back. 4, and back. 5, and back. 6, and back. 2 more. 7, and back. Last one. 8, and back. Good. Lined up with your bottom leg. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 small circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's come onto your belly. We're going to do our extension. So rest your head on your hands for just a second. I want you to imagine you have a thumbtack underneath that belly button. You're just going to pull your belly up away from the floor gently. I want you to squeeze your right glute, float that right leg up. Hold for just a second. And lower back down. Again, belly pulls in, float the left leg up. And lower. One more each side like that. Belly pulls in, float the right leg, squeezing that right glute. And lower. And the left. And lower. And then we're going to put it all together. So you're going to bring your arms down by your side. Palms facing your body, pinkies towards the ceiling. Go ahead, lift your upper body just a little bit. Back of your neck is long. You're looking down towards the floor. Shoulders are open. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Lock out your arms. So we've got triceps engaging. Take an inhale, exhale, lift everything up off the floor. So your upper body lifts a little more. Your legs are lifted strong from your glutes. Here we go, little flutter kicks. Kicking those legs. No floppy knees. So don't kick from your knee, kick from your hip. Belly's pulled in, shoulders open, they're reaching down towards your toes. Everything super strong. Lock out those arms. We're working those triceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, rest. We're going to do one more set. Good. Same thing. So I'm going to keep my arms where they were, but if you feel like you want to, you could also, when we're kicking, do full Superman, which is arms up overhead. Sometimes it gets a little upper trappy, so just know you're welcome to do that. Here we go. Arms down by your side. Inhale, exhale, lift that upper body just a little. Open up those shoulders. Squeeze your triceps. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Take another inhale, exhale, lift everything up off the floor. Here we go. Kick those legs. Strong legs. Kicking, shoulders open. Triceps squeezing. Reaching your fingertips towards your toes. Kick from your glutes. 5, 4, strong legs. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down. Push back in child's pose for just a second. Or cat position. I just like to take your low back into flexion for a second. Good. You're going to make your way over onto your other side. We're going to do our other side leg. So lined up with the back of your mat, then those legs come forward towards the front corner. Again, hips nice and stacked. Don't let this top hip roll back in space. Hand can be on the floor in front. If you want a little more challenge, you have it on your waist. So here we go. Ankle even with your hip. We're going to kick front to back. Kick, kick, and back. 2, and back. Nice, stable torso. So try not to wobble around a whole lot. 5, and back. And back. 7. Back. Last one. And back. Lined up with your bottom leg. Up and down. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Small circles. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So up into standing. Yeah, have your roller. So we're going to do a little bit of balance work. So if you feel like Your balance is a little sketchy. Have your roller nearby. We're gonna work through some squats into some balance work. So let's just start hip distance apart. We're gonna do a couple squats just to kind of get our form in check, right? So you're gonna send your sits bones back towards the back wall. Things I want you focused on: center of your kneecap tracks over your second toe, so you're not letting these knees collapse. And then what it looks like from the side is nice neutral spine. You send your sits bones back. Ideally, you imagine a wall at the front of your toes. Your knees aren't gonna go forward of that wall, right? So just go up and down through a couple squats, just sort of feeling into it. It's up to you. You could go a couple inches. You could go all the way down to thighs at 90. Just kind of see how this feels for you right now. In and out of it, just warming up those legs. Lovely, couple more. And then we're gonna start to do our holds. You ready? Here we go. Stay down here. Stay in that squat. Shoulders down away from your ears. As you're here, maybe you do a little bit of checking in. Am I weight bearing equally through both legs? How do they feel? Good, here we go. You're gonna press up and then shift your weight onto that right leg. Come into a high knee on the left. Holding here. See if you can pull from your belly to get that leg lifted. Staying here, you're gonna take that left leg out to the side, lift, hold here. So see if you can't get a little bit of squeeze in this lateral hip. Good, hold. You're gonna take this leg back behind you, squeeze. So from the side, I'm here, lifting in that glute. Belly. You're gonna swing right back through the center to that high knee one more time. Tall through the crown of your head. You're gonna place that foot down, come back into your squat. Hold. Shoulders down away from your ears. Wherever you need to be with your arms. If you're getting into your upper traps, you can drop them down for a second. Holding here. Lovely, here we go. Press up tall through that left leg. You're standing in that left leg, come into that right high knee. Tall through the crown of your head. I can't turn my head to look at the screen. Hold here. You're gonna take that right leg out to the side. Squeeze right glute, side glute. So you're trying to actively lift. You're really engaged in that glute. Here we go to the back. Find that right glute nice and squeezed, lengthened, balancing on this left side. Holding. Breathing. Belly's gently engaged. Good, you're gonna come through the center, lift that right one back into that high knee. Tall through the crown of your head. Three, two, one. Foot comes back down. We're gonna go back into some squats, but this time we're gonna go up and down. Here we go. Slow and controlled. As you press up, I want you to push those feet into the floor. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads. So push away from the floor. I want you to feel really grounded. Push. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. This next one, you come down, you hold. You're going to shift your weight onto that right leg. Good. Press yourself up. Only lightly weight bearing on the left into that high knee. Try to relax those shoulders. Tall through the crown of your head. Good. Same thing here. We go out to the side. Squeeze that left side of your hip. Bring it around to the back. Squeeze that left glute. Belly's engaged. Good. Holding here, I want you to do maybe 2 or 3 inch, whatever you have. Bend of this right knee. And push back up. Stabilize. And up. So good for this right hip. You've got it. 3 more. Even if it's a 1/2 inch, it's working things. Last one. Oh. Lift, hold here. Swing that leg right through, high knee. Woo. Breathing. Oh, come down. Shake it out for a sec. We've got to do the other side. All right. Last set of squats, up and down. Ready? In and out of this. 2, 3, 5, 6. 2 more, and then we're going to hold the bottom. 7. Here we go. Hold down here. Stay here. Watch the alignment of those knees. You're going to shift your weight onto that left leg. So as much as you can, staying in alignment, you're going to push yourself up, mostly with that left leg. Come into that high knee. Tall through the crown of your head. Breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Good. Let's take that right leg out to the side. Squeeze, lift, hold. Breathing. Beautiful. Comes back behind you. Right glute squeezing. Nice and lifted. Hold here for a second. You're going to do 6 little mini squats, whatever kind of range you have on this left, lowering and lift. Watch your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Standing up. Bring that right knee back. Last high knee. Oh, my left ankle is on fire. 4, 3, 2. Come down. Woo. Let's work, team. Shake it out. We're going to roll out our glutes. So remember, the roller is like the kind of the superficial pass, first pass, right? Or if you don't have time, you know, to go in deep with the ball, maybe you're just doing the roller, which is fine. It's a good first assessment. Maybe you don't even need to do the ball, but we're going to start with this. So you're going to sit on the roller, hands behind you on the floor. You're going to lean both knees. So my feet are bent, or my knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. You're going to lean both legs off to the left. And then slowly just start to roll out that left glute. And so we're just kind of going front to back, side to side, canvassing that whole glute. So you can be in this position with your legs down. You can also do a figure 4 stretch in this position, right? So you can cross that left ankle over your right knee, stay rolling on that left side. We're just putting that piriformis on stretch a little bit. Some days I feel way more when I do this. Some days I feel like I need to keep my leg down and just breathe. A couple more breaths on this side. And it's kind of nice to just open up this tissue a little bit before we get in there deeper with the ball. Good. And then go ahead, switch sides. So just shift your weight, shift those knees off to the right. Start rolling that right glute. Again, front to back, side to side. So maybe you check in. Different parts. Maybe you do that figure 4 stretch. Cross that right ankle over your left knee. Again, sometimes that's really adds to it. Sometimes I feel like I get in there better when my leg is down. It's kind of a nice check-in. Good. So this is a nice little first pass here into these glutes. And then come on off of that roller. We're just going to open up through our upper back a little bit with our chest extension over the roller. So lean against the roller right about mid-back. Hands interlaced behind your head. Your butt stays on the ground for these first ones. We're just going to do some static extension. So keep your butt on the ground. Let yourself extend back over the roller. Just starting to open up through this upper back, through your chest. You can take those elbows in and out. Breathing. And then exhale, rounding your spine back up. Good. Lift your butt. Roll the roller a little bit higher. So you go to a different vertebra. Let yourself extend. Again, elbows in and out if that feels good. Rounding back up. One more time, maybe lift and go up higher in your back. You'll get to a point where it kind of feels like a little bit pointless. You're high enough. And then you can lift your butt and you can just roll up and down through this upper back. You can side bend a little bit, get under one shoulder blade or the other. Breathing. Again, just a quick, we're just going to kind of do an accelerated version, pass through if you're just looking to kind of release things in this upper body. Go ahead, come all the way off of it, lay on it like a pillow. And you're just going to take that head side to side like you're saying no. It's just a quick check-in with those suboccipitals, back of your neck. Breathing.